Hey guys, how's everybody? We got a new January sub go. Sorry I'm a little late. Oh yeah, sorry, that was actually me, Gratch. I was fixing the stream real quick, but it should be good now. Heart transition. Okay. Need to get used to my confirmation button being in a different place. I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing. This one. It's definitely Twitch's fault because they weren't putting me on the correct server so that I could have anything other than 1080p. Okay, what's even happening in here? Iba is sitting on the desk. To be precise, the image of Iba sitting on the desk is being sent to my brain. What's 89's real name?
Unknown.
You don't know?
No such person is listed in the family registry. It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
Okay.
As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills. He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
That's what Pewter told us.
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police.
Okay. What's his relationship with Shoko?
Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room. I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89. After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible.
What about
Pewter claims that there were 2 culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
That leaves 1 culprit still alive, number 89.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible.
Okay.
Let's talk to number 89.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or if he's full of it. But he's our last remaining loose
All right.
end.
However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us. If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Can you arrange that?
I can.
After cutting through some red tape, number 89 was to be brought to HQ. He took considerable time to arrive, but for some reason, Boss never showed up. Suspicious? Why didn't she show up? Oh, for a second I thought that was a glorious beard, but it was just the top of his head. What's going on here? Oh, uh-oh.
Sorry to interrupt your busy day, but I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
Okay. Camera used for interrogation. There are pipes on the walls of the room. Security camera. Room is reflected in the mirror. Oh, weird. You can see my head turning. Okay. Number 89 is sitting in front of me. What's your name?
Number 89.
Your real name.
I don't remember.
Where are you from?
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes.
Do you know Shoko Nodami?
Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me.
What? When did you first meet her?
A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one. I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
Okay, funny joke, man. You're the original Cyclops killer, aren't you?
That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the 2 Cyclops killers.
All right, let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
All right. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some time. Is that all right with you?
I've got nothing but time.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin.
Oh boy. Here we go. I have a feeling this man likes
Once
to hear
upon a
himself
time,
talk.
there was a detective, full of righteous justice. Let's call him F. F found the evils of the world intolerable. F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born. He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor. Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife.
Is that Ryuji's voice, the suspect?
And you lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
the culprit was unarmed. But F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent. If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen.
I guess he was just relying
So
on the
they had
fact that what that
evidence
cop did was
fabricated.
illegal.
F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened. That was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral one by one. He became an assassin, a lone gunman, no agent, no employer.
Pay respect.
He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner. But it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
That meth checks out, Snark. Thank you.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth. But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed.
Why did F call himself
How
F?
about you work for us?
No one knows.
Of course, you have the right to say no. But it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of
Who
his
the
life.
F knows?
He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus, F's self-employment came to an end. He became a hired gun of the Kumakuras. Rohan even gave him a code name, Falco, named for the falcon,
Code
a
names
bird
are
of prey.
cool.
Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life, but not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another. It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely. Time passed, and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach. Somehow he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment, in his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him. He watched her take out her phone and dial for help.
Is that
At the same time,
Asa?
he heard footsteps. Footsteps
No,
of at least
Hitomi?
2 people closing in.
No,
He
I
knew
don't know.
immediately that they were after him. He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking. That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman. She was a teacher
woman.
at some school. It was
Okay,
like she
so
was
tell
from
me.
a totally different world than him. Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work. She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again, his former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine. And her daughter. She had just turned 12. Why the two of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would. He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
You probably shouldn't think long and hard in front of the guy. Yep, 6 years ago. That's when the original killings took place and when we lost our memory. Okay. He's not talking. Why did you stop?
Why did you stop?
What's the connection?
What's the connection
Not
between
Shoko.
that and Shoko?
Mentioned a detective?
You mentioned a detective.
Is that the whole story?
Was that the whole story?
Hello?
Hey, answer me.
This is a transaction, remember? Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else. I'll give you half up front, half later. If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures. Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon release.
Pewter,
Yes?
start the preparations.
For what?
What do you think? The sink.
The sink.
I have injected number 89 with the usual dosage. He will not be waking up anytime soon. Are you ready, Agent Date?
Yeah,
So
The
ready.
time limit is 6 minutes.
I know.
Then let's begin.
Six minutes, 6 years, 6 persons, 6 doors. You forgot 6 eyes, Snark.
Sup?
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job?
Because I want to, obviously.
Why are you getting mad at me?
Yeah, this rug feels so good on my skin, yeah?
What is
Why are
happening?
you suddenly a cat?
Playtime's over. Let's begin.
And stand up.
Is this the Sagan residence?
It definitely is. But why?
Number 89. What were you up to? The green. I do not think I can pass through it.
Green is
Really
not
wants to hide it, huh?
pass-throughable.
Okay, new plan.
Yellow Storm.
Somnium scan. Activate.
The phone! Why is the phone so big? And why is it, like, connected to a wall?
This appears to correspond to the green thing.
The thing! Okay, sinking the curtain, hiding in the past. 89 is covered in a green membrane. Okay. They used to have something called a landline? What? No. That sounds fake, Snark. Prevent the interference from question mark, exclamation point. Switch. Winter Iris. Picture. I think I'm gonna touch the flower.
A winter iris that blooms in the cold.
I know.
Smell it.
It smells like a typical winter iris.
What does a typical iris smell like?
Oh, that
Elegant
makes sense,
and
Scratch.
gentle.
But
Can't
also,
you just tell me what
why?
it smells like?
I had to search online for a description, but could not find one.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Picture. Touch the picture, Iris. Oh my god.
A picture.
Just a picture.
Fill out.
I don't have a pen. No choice. I must use my blood.
You don't have to go that far.
There she goes.
The color has returned.
Hey, Iba?
I said blood, but it is not the same as human blood. No need to worry. And besides, we are in a dream.
Still, blood? I'd feel better if you used a different word.
For example,
Body fluids?
I do not feel comfortable with that. A phone. Should I pick it up?
No. I didn't want that. I did the thing again where I was trying to pick the...
It won't stop ringing. It stopped. What was that?
I don't know.
Oh. I guess it's fine that I ignored it.
I guess it worked?
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
I have a book and a liquid.
There is some kind of liquid pooled on the floor.
All these options seem uncomfortable. Let's just jump right in.
Jump in, you say.
Jump in, Iba!
You do not have to shout.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know why I listened to you. There is some kind of liquid.
I can't.
Just don't make a mess.
I do not intend to. Hmm? This is... wine? I had better drink some more to be sure.
Stop it!
Ceiling fan.
It's a ceiling fan.
Is that like a giant desk fan?
A desk fan only moves the air immediately around it, whereas a ceiling fan circulates air in an entire room.
Oh, right.
I think I beat it. That wasn't it.
Agent
Come on.
Date, you've got 4 minutes.
Shh. I'm doing great.
It's a ceiling. Something like this? Take this! Ugh! Do not me. Be more careful.
Sorry.
It's a ceiling.
Try blowing on it.
Blow on it. Ah. Oh.
Oh.
What? Ah. Oh. Ah.
There is some kind.
Wait, no, I don't need to do that. I already know what it is. So.
A book.
A book?
F does not have parents or siblings. He was raised in an orphanage.
F
Yep.
For Falco?
Falcon Punch!
A winter iris.
Oh.
There is some kind of...
Whatever.
A winter iris.
Pick it.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Stop it! You're distracting me! I got one! Aw, right after I pulled it out, too.
Did the green stuff react at all?
It's ringing again. What should I do? All right. Who is this? What
Ah! She
the?
did.
I lost consciousness.
Hello, motherfucker.
What the?
Hey, dear.
I feel.
Death by phone right
You
now,
have
man.
less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
That's the most intense
locked.
ignoring I've ever
Aren't
seen.
you curious who
Yeah,
was
she's
calling?
staring at it.
I am curious, but what if they threaten me for money?
You're a police officer. Have some backbone. I suppose we didn't do anything wrong.
At least you didn't faint.
Oh,
Date, there's no.
Shit!
we gotta retry. The phone really killed us, man. It sucked up all my time. Restart. Yes. Yeah, we've been to this room a lot, huh? I feel like something may have happened
Sup?
here, probably.
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job? Why are you getting...
Look.
It's at...
Skip the part where she's being a cat for some reason. Okay. What did I do last time? I think I finished the picture. I'd like... There we go.
A picture.
Just a picture.
Fill it out.
I don't have a pen.
You don't have to go that...
No! Dang it!
What the?
I didn't mean to do that!
I fainted.
I was trying to select my timey. Okay, apparently I can't restart it.
A book.
A book! Read it.
A winter iris.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
I get it. How did I trigger the phone call before?
There is some kind of...
Lick it.
Just don't make him mad.
a switch. An astute observation. I will do that. Ow! I can't pull them out. They sting me.
Well, guess we have to investigate.
If you're fine with...
I don't get it. What did I do last time that was so different?
It's a ceiling...
Is that like a...
a desk fan.
Oh.
Blow on it again. That seems
Blow
to
on it.
everybody like that.
Ah.
Ah.
Oh.
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 Oh. Oh, that was the
It's
trigger?
ringing again.
Starte.
What should I...
Okay. Ignore. Okay.
I suppose we...
At least you didn't.
Okay. Book, pot. Okay.
a book.
Um.
F became an assassin for the Kumakuras. Rohan himself bestowed F a code name. That name is Falco.
Falco.
A book.
Yes. There's a book.
F stands against evildoers and brings them harsh justice.
Guy sounds like Judge Dredd.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yes.
Yes. I think it's probably this pot.
It's a pot. Steam is rising from it. It appears to be some kind of green curry.
Maybe a soybean stew?
It might also be boiled green juice.
Yeah, like a slime.
A turtle ninja could leap out at any moment.
Wearing it seems like an interesting choice. Heat it.
It doesn't turn on. Is it broken?
See the phone over there? Call the manufacturer.
Okay. Do you think they make dream house calls?
I do not.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry!
A pot with...
Shut up. Drink it. Oh, no. Drink it.
What is this anyway?
You can tell by tasting it.
I would like to know before I put it in my mouth.
It's green, right? It's gotta be gack.
Don't say such things. I'm the one who has to drink it. Fine. I'll have a sip.
That's not a sip, girl.
Iva? Hey, Iba! Iba!
Thank you for the delicious soup,
What kind of soup was it?
elephant.
What did you say?
Elephant.
What just happened?
There is some kind.
I literally don't know.
Jump in, you say.
Okay.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry!
A switch.
Flip the switch.
This switch again. Last time we handled it in a different manner.
That was then. This is now.
But there are thorns. You are aware that I am the one who feels the pain.
It's fine. It'll only hurt for a bit, then it'll be better.
Oh, it doesn't hurt. The light has turned on. A floor lamp.
Kick it.
Ah!
You better come up with a more intelligent solution.
Date, these are your instructions.
Okay.
Date!
A floor lamp.
30 seconds!
Shut up! To turn it off.
Easier said than done. I do not see a switch anywhere.
Really? Come on, look harder. Where's your motivation?
I cannot find it. A floor lamp.
Date, you're out of time!
You're out of time.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is this okay?
Looks okay.
Date, there.
Shit!
Okay. There were many mistakes made. Mostly because I keep trying to switch between timies using the arrow keys,
Sup?
and
No,
that
not
does something else. Okay. First thing first. Picture.
A picture.
Just a picture.
Fill it out.
I don't have.
Okay. X. Then ignore.
I guess.
Okay. Then. Was it the ceiling fan that triggers it?
It's a ceiling fan.
Is that like a giant death?
A desk fan only moves.
Oh, right.
Blow on it.
Blow.
No.
A switch. This.
There we go.
Agent
It's
Date,
ringing again.
you've got 5 minutes.
What should I do? suppose.
Okay.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
Shut up!
A floor lamp.
Grab it.
Are you? It's a pot. It appears to be some.
Maybe a sort.
It might also be
Yeah, like a.
a turtle.
Wear it.
What?
I told you to wear it.
Wear it? Alright, here I go.
At least she's wearing it proudly.
Are you okay?
I am fine, actually. In fact, I feel as though my defense has risen.
I'm a little worried about your head.
Why? My head is thoroughly protected.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
Shut up! The winter iris is red, so I guess that means I should touch it.
A winter iris that.
How about pick it?
You can do it. I believe in you.
Stop it! You're distracting me! I got one! Aw, right after I pulled it out.
Whoa,
too.
it cut into my
Green stuff
pot.
react at all?
Yeah, go for it, Snark. I don't mind hints. Where? Like, I did the books before, it didn't seem to do anything. I didn't do the other two? Okay.
There is some kind of.
What if I, touch it?
Hmm? It is surprisingly deep.
Did you find anything?
Well. Oh! There is something.
A cork.
Obviously, that was the solution.
What is this substance? Green tea?
It's obviously not green tea.
Perhaps it's jelly.
It's not jelly.
What is that?
It's an eye.
Date, what are we going to do?
Stab it! Oh, I can actually stab it. Pour lemon juice. Close curtain.
Lemon? Lemon. Where are you, lemon?
You usually get a lemon with an order of karage, right?
No lemon.
Before we think about squeezing some on there, shouldn't we take a bite first?
Oh, if only I had a lemon. If only I had a lemon. Ah!
I'm really happy I
Passed
chose
out.
that, even though it was.
Oh, we also could have ordered a lemon sour. That would have worked.
Why wouldn't I order something else entirely?
Oh, that works too.
Date!
Poke it!
Time.
Leave it to me. With a target that large, this will be easy.
There's a window.
You really beat the shit out of that glass.
Now I know how birds feel. Date, there's
Shit.
There's no time.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
There is some kind.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to actually use the thing.
Hmm? It is surprising.
Did you find anything?
Well, there is some.
Core.
If they can see what he's doing, how is he not fired
What
yet?
is this substance? Green.
It's obviously not.
Perhaps it's.
It's not just.
A winter I.
I know.
I really messed up, actually. Hold on. I need to go back.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
A winter iris.
I know.
Okay. He knows.
There is some kind of. Hmm?
Did you find anything?
What? There is.
Core.
What is?
It's ob.
Perhaps.
It's not.
A floor lamp. Are you sure?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yay! We're
You
back
have less
here.
than 2 minutes.
What
Hurry.
is that?
You hurry.
It's an eye.
Date.
Well, I'm gonna ignore it.
A piercing stare.
Yeah. It is.
I passed. It left.
That eye.
Do you know something about it?
Yes. It was kind of cute.
What?
You are insane.
What? That's.
Hitomi?
Less than 1 minute. Hurry.
It's Hitomi.
What? I want the 1-5.
Kiss her.
You... Like this? But why?
You are like one of my limbs, Aiba.
Yes.
Like an alter ego. An incarnation of me to kiss Hitomi.
Yes.
Then it's like me kissing Hitomi, right?
No.
You sure? Because that was making my heart rate rise. And another part of me, too.
Oh no.
Could it just be only your heart, please?
Ah, Date! 30 seconds!
It's Hitomi.
There's a 1? Oh, there is a 1. Hmm.
Where?
Well, maybe her...
Her stomach, right?
Yeah. It's not like I'm touching her.
She's extremely hard. Perhaps due to her being stationary?
What did you say?
That she is stationary?
No, before that.
She's hard?
Pregnant?
Hitomi is hard right now? Got it. That's useful information. Let's keep that in mind. Wait, I forgot. What's Hitomi's condition right now? I totally lost it.
Could you stop messing around? Or would you like me to crush you with this vice?
Hey, relax. I was kidding.
Okay.
A skull. I do not see the body. Hello there. What happened to your body? Are you comfortable being all bones? Oh, I see. You were thin anyway. Say something! I don't want to be the only one talking. I sound like a crazy person. Now you're upsetting me. Prepare yourself for a comeuppance.
Humanity finally develops artificial intelligence, and this is the result.
Date, I will unleash a furious punch onto an object.
Never heard anyone say that before.
Is the fact that it's red mean that I need to interact with it? Or does it just mean I haven't?
A book. A skull. Would that not be
Dead. It's a hunk of calcium.
All right. Sorry about this.
Whose skull was this?
Unknown. I also cannot determine the connection to number 89.
Date, you're out of time.
Shut up!
It's a pot. It appears to be some kind.
Maybe a soy.
It might also be boiled.
Yeah, like
A turtle ninja could leak.
Wear it.
What?
I told you to wear it.
Where?
Are you?
I am fine.
I'm a little worried.
Why? Date.
Shit.
It didn't trigger anything to interact with it.
Less than 1 minute! Hurry!
It's a pot. It appears to be some.
Maybe a soybean?
What?
I told you to. Are you?
I am.
I'm a little.
Why?
Date! 30 seconds!
You're 30 seconds.
A skull.
Throw it.
Would that not be
Dead.
Oh. So
Who's skull?
unknown.
Date! You're out of time!
You're out of time.
A book. Falco was in a bind and turned to a trusted friend. The rest is marked over.
But I want to know what happened after.
Date.
Shit.
Oh, I have to restart now.
Sup?
No.
Okay. So we want to do the. I'll do a switch first.
This switch again.
That was then.
But there are.
I wonder if there's one that gives me
Agent
a.
Date, you've got 5 minutes.
Because I think the picture gave me a ×2 also, right?
A picture.
Just a picture.
Oh, no, it didn't. Do this.
There is some kind. It's ringing again.
Oh, I screwed up. Yeah. So can I not just restart whenever I want? I have to go from a checkpoint. It's kind of annoying.
floor length.
Grab.
Are you sure?
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry!
It's a It's a ceiling.
Is that like a
A desk fan.
Oh, right.
Low on it.
A winter iris.
I know.
What is that? Ah!
Less than 1 minute. Hurry!
A skull.
Hmm.
It's Hito. Well, I suppose I will try it. She's hard.
Yeah, me too.
Hmm?
Sorry, nothing.
It's Hito.
So I could spend 12 seconds, get a 1 second. Hmm. The books don't seem to matter, so I feel like it's gotta be her.
It's Hito.
Let's do this.
Understood. Hey! Hitomi! Hitomi! No use.
Could you try it again, but more in a fawning way?
I believe we should try something else.
But fawning.
Let it go.
Hey Snark, can you tell me, did the books matter? Do I need to touch them? Oh, they do matter. Well, crap. Okay.
A book. The smile and kind words of a woman nurtured Falco's withered heart back to health. Sounds like you, Dante.
Ruh-roh.
Not at all.
Really?
The nourishment is temporary. Then I go and check my wallet and it hits me.
Oh, I see. You are talking about that cabaret girl again.
Stop! Don't remind me.
Uh-oh.
Ah, Dante! 30 seconds!
I don't know where my cable is. Oh, is this the cable? Time keeps ticking and I'm so slow. Okay.
A book.
Why is it ×4? Tear it.
Ah! What is this going to accomplish?
We're driving number 89 into a corner.
By tearing a book.
Yeah. I remember how shocked I felt when Mizuki tore up one of the porno mags I was hiding.
That situation was clearly different. Date, there's no time!
There's no time!
Shit.
Okay, can I do a restart now? Here. Restart. Okay. Let's do
A switch. The
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
a winter I. There is some. A floor. It's a pot. It appears to be.
Maybe a soy.
It might also.
Yeah, like a slump.
A turtle ninja.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry!
A picture.
Just a pic.
It's a ceiling.
Is that like a giant?
A desk fan.
Oh.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry!
A skull.
Uh.
A book. A book.
Date, 30 seconds.
Shh.
A book.
Um.
A book. Ah! What is this going to accomplish?
We're driving number 8.
By tearing
Yeah.
that situation. A pot with... What?
Date, you're out of time.
Date, there's no time!
Shit.
I'm kind of... The beginning is really screwing me up because every single time I do the beginning, I get a time stew on the ignore. That's really...
Sup?
No, not.
Does the picture give a times two?
A picture?
No.
I guess...
Then the next thing I do... triggers the next phone call.
It's a ceiling...
Is that like a giant?
A desk fan, only...
Oh, right.
Okay, this is fine. We can do 18. Well, that didn't trigger it. Okay. These are question marks because they're... I'm pretty sure those give me
A winter iris that...
I know.
There we go.
Agent
It's
Date,
ringing
you've
again.
got 5 minutes.
Is ignore.
I suppose we didn't do anything wrong.
At least you didn't faint.
Okay. So, what did I do? I've done this one. I've done... I'm pretty sure the switch and the liquid both give me ×2.
There is some kind...
I know the liquid does. Yeah, that one definitely does. Okay, so then we can do...
A switch.
the flip switch.
This switch again.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
Next thing I do is ×2. Let's do like
A book.
So Snark, do I need to read these books or tear the books? At this point I just need to know because there's too many of them. Or both, or what? What do I do with the books? Tear them? Okay, cool. Rip them up!
Yeah. Are you sure this will help us uncover number 89's secrets?
It might. We're getting closer.
What is that?
It's an eye.
Date!
And then we close the curtain.
It left.
That eye.
Do you know something about it?
Yes.
You...
Okay. Did that.
A book.
Got 4.
I wonder what these books symbolize.
I don't know. Maybe he used to oversee a library?
Number 89. A librarian. A book. Here I go. What happened?
Nothing.
A book.
A green book. That seems familiar.
I do not think there is any relation to this.
All right. Guess it's nothing then.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
Shut up, computer!
A book. Ah! What is this going to accomplish?
We're driving number 89.
By terror.
Yeah.
That situation. What?
Who is that?
What do I do?
Iba, wake up!
What happened? My
Oh, I'm not supposed to ignore this one.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry!
Lock it.
No! Stop!
Oh yeah, we saw this before.
Stop right there!
Boss! Well, that explains why she didn't show up to the sink. Whoa! Colors! Oh, I got a trophy.
Date, this is a serious matter.
Where's Boss?
Huh?
Boss, where is she?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since about noon.
Damn it.
Date, listen. Something happened while you were in Somnium.
Huh?
Please stay calm and listen. So Sejima's body was discovered. He was cut into pieces and put inside a vase in his mansion.
That can't be.
Wait, guys. Who's so? I forgot. Yeah, that's kind of what I had figured out, Snark. It's like you could do anything to progress, any of the set tasks to progress forward. You just got to do it in a different order. He's a senator. Oh, the dude in the yeah. The guy that was smoking. Got it. Thank you, Snark. Thank you.
The housekeeper found him and reported it to the police.
Oh, then they show us a picture.
One more thing. So was missing his left eye.
You mean the Cyclops killer did it?
Probably, yes.
What is your next move, Date?
We'll deal with So later. Before that, I need to talk to Boss.
Talk to Boss.
I suggest checking her office.
Good idea.
All I can think of with Boss is in Metal Gear 5 when you punch your comrades and they go, "Thanks, Boss." Just like a dream I had 3 days ago. That's true. It was.
What the hell is going on? What is going on? Hitomi was shot by Rohan Kumakura? To protect number 89?
There's another thing I can't figure out.
Boss. Why was Boss there? Because it was a dream? Was it completely random?
But like, also, why are you not asking if Hitomi's dead, how is she also alive?
No, that can't be. You can't dream of a face you've never seen. Number 89 must know Boss somehow.
This is a serious secret. Boss is hiding it. I have to search this room. There must be a clue somewhere. Okay. Nothing I'm looking for here. Nothing I'm looking for there. Her desk. If she had figured she would keep some around here. Bookshelf maybe? No, don't see any clue. Computer.
Iba, can you hack this PC?
I will try. Unlocked. Logging in. I have recovered some video data. It was uploaded only a few hours ago.
Open it.
That is...
Sosajima. Why? Why? Boss?
She's smiling? The case remains unsolved. Wait, did I reach an ending? A bad ending, but an ending, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Gotta get all the endings. Gotta go all the routes. Bad end. Yeah, it wasn't a real ending because it was like a in a VLR or whatever when you have the locks because you don't know something. So I bet I went actually the right route then toward like a good ending because well not a good ending. I don't think this game really has a good ending, but you know what I mean. There are still mysteries left unsolved. The real culprit, the incident 6 years ago, and Dante's past. The story's branching points are insomnia. Use the flowchart to jump to a branching point in a somnium. It may be hidden somewhere in the dream world. Find a new way forward. Beep 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 beep. Okay. How can I tell? Okay, this was the one that had like the blood I couldn't find. I think. Bow, bow. It's like there's a similar thing in VLR where you can go the route that is like the quote unquote true ending in the beginning, but you get blocked off like multiple times as you're trying to go that way.
What is this place?
What is this place?
It looks depressing.
All right. Zoom. All right, we've seen this. So we need to look at the blood. But where is the blood?
A double door.
Let's open. I was like, I want to hear that old 999
You don't have to worry
sound.
about it. A double door.
Tackle it.
Hiya! Hiya!
Stop that! You're not helping!
I guess I only ever turn the dial on
CRTT.
these. Let's do. No! Ah! I keep trying to change the timing with the arrows, but that's not how you change the timings! Hey, Omega. Okay.
A CRT.
Hit it.
Fixing it by hitting it is an old-fashioned approach.
Well, this is an old-fashioned object, so...
There be blood.
What was that just now?
A child's drawing of a rat.
Iris must have drawn it.
It is not yet possible to determine that. Let's continue.
Those of you
the
that don't remember this,
investigation.
this is
There's
when we were
much to
syncing with
interact
Iris. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. You just gave gave the Omega a sub. That's a very special gift sub. Thank you for that. 13 out of 120. Oh, I meant to ask you guys, what should we do for this month's sub goal? What should we do? Think about that. Think about that. Okay, we hit the mouse. Blow it up. What do we got? We got doors, a gun, a medical shelf, and a mirror. Isn't Twitch saying he's dead? Instead of very little gameplay, it has no gameplay. Oh god. What do we got? We got a medical shelf.
I see many objects in the room.
I don't like my little. Let me see if I can waste on the door.
A doubled. It doesn't open.
There we go.
A shelf.
Okay, let's do this. Investigate TV.
It appears to be a frog. A child's painting.
Let's hope it's not dangerous, or you might croak.
Was that supposed to be funny?
No, I was just thinking about the meaning of the painting.
I don't know, Omega.
There does not appear to be a particular meaning.
I agree.
5 minutes left, Date.
A shelf. Very.
Investigate the bottle. We win!
What? The explosions appear to have stopped.
The explosions made the room change.
They wanted an explosion, we gave
This is
them
a
an
dangerous
explosion.
dream, but we must continue.
Blew up a frog. Tear and stab it. Okay.
An analog TV.
Hit it.
Understood. Ha! What was that? That was creepy.
I nearly pissed my pants.
An analog. Nothing is.
Okay, not that.
4 minutes.
A revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that...
Shoot it!
I do not see any bullets inside.
Just try it.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Literally, she's gonna give it a shot.
As I thought, this will not work.
We need a bullet.
A full... A double...
Could do a 20-second there.
An operating table.
Oof. Okay, I think we gotta do this.
A double...
Okay.
It's an operating table. It appears to be a butterfly. That will be difficult with it being this thick.
That did something. It hasn't been that long of a stream, Omega.
The butterfly effect.
I suppose that is somewhat accurate.
The more you do, the less time you have.
But we have no choice but to investigate further.
I've been doing shorter streams recently, or at least I've been trying to do shorter streams recently.
3 minutes, Date.
Okay, locker.
Just a locker. That was close. If this were the Delta Princess, I would have been stabbed.
Why was it booby-trapped?
I do not see anything else inside. Would you like me to examine the knife?
Good idea.
I need that knife.
The knife that flew out of the... Like this? What? I only threw it lightly.
That works, I guess.
An oil drum, television, and torso.
I think I understand. I'm starting to see the picture.
I do not yet understand it.
Shoot and kill. Wait, what?
An oil drum.
Is it censored?
Ugh. What does this mean? bullets?
Maybe you can use them in that gun?
Did I pick them up? Okay. Shoot and kill.
A revolver.
Can we use the bullets we found earlier?
This could work. I'll try shooting it.
What the fuck's going on here? You don't censor this, but you censor whatever was in the barrel? They made one of them blue, it's sort of censored, I guess. Censored the identity.
What happened during that Somnium?
We saw the whole thing on the monitor.
But we're just as confused as you are.
Well, upon further reflection, it is not so strange. Dreams are developed outside of our conscious will. When you sink
Delicious
into Somnium,
progress.
there is no guarantee of what you will discover.
What about the figure?
Could have been Iris herself.
That is a possibility. The sinker sees the subject's dream from the third person.
That means that Iris... She must have met So Sejima somewhere.
We did see Congressman Sejima in there.
We saw that shadow kiss him, too.
Did that happen in reality?
Not necessarily. I'm sure you've had dreams of kissing celebrities and porn stars, right?
The first part, yes, but the second part, no.
You sure about that? Anyway, you know what I mean.
A dream is not made up entirely of memories. It can include things outside of your memory, like TV or movies.
Even if the figure was supposed to be Iris, her smooch in Somnium does not necessarily reflect her actions in reality.
Her
You can't use
smooch?
the word smooch.
Why not?
So we don't know if Iris and So are acquainted.
That's right, because So is a celebrity of sorts. It's possible she just saw him on TV or online.
We were silent for a time. While I was deep in my thoughts, I heard Pewter speak.
Date, Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
I gave my short reply and I headed to the sink room next door.
Putting me to sleep when I wasn't expecting it? You cops are more rough than I thought.
You signed a consent form before you came in here, didn't you?
You forced me to sign it.
Anyway, Iris, I have some things I want to ask you.
What?
Yeah, that's true, Snark. Iris looks a bit hazy. I have to always ask them this because I'm a moron.
Dream? What are you talking about?
The subject of the sync does not experience somnium as you do. Iris would not know about it.
I've literally had Iba tell me this like 5 times. It's ridiculous. How you feeling?
I'm okay. Normal, I guess. Why? Did you do something that would make me sick?
I just took a peek inside your head is all.
Inside my head? Yeah, I know his name and face. I've never met him.
You haven't?
I'm just an internet idol. It's not like I have connections to politicians or anything.
Okay. Also, she signed a consent form. But she didn't know that we were gonna poke around in her brain.
Iris, let me ask one thing. The message Ota sent you on Nile. I won't tell anyone about that thing. What is that thing?
I don't know. Ota's the one who wrote that. You should ask him.
Iba, Ota's phone is still broken, right? But he definitely sent that Nile message.
Ota purchased a new phone in Akihabara yesterday.
With the same number?
Yes.
Call it.
Connected.
Hey, it's Kaname Date. Where are you? Ota, I know you can hear me.
At home. I'm at home.
Got it. Wait right there. I'm coming over.
Is Tessa still at the police station?
Yes?
If you want me to talk, release her. Criminal Procedure Law number 198. Persons may refuse to heed a summons or leave the supervision of the police at any time unless they are arrested or detained. Tessa isn't a suspect. According to Article 223, this applies to all persons of interest. You haven't issued an arrest warrant for Tessa, right? So if you don't release her right now, you are violating the law.
Damn.
Do we have a deal? You want my testimony, right? Bring Tessa here, and I promise I'll tell you everything I know.
This kid is starting to get on my nerves.
So, what are you going to do?
Shit. Iris, come with me. We're going to Matsushita Diner.
Were you talking to Ota?
Yeah, telepathically. I have special powers. Anyway, let's go.
Tessa!
Thank you, Ota. It's thanks to you.
That's right. It's not like you can do whatever you want just because you're the police.
Maybe not, but you better keep your promise.
Why does that matter? Do you want me to leave? Don't you have things to ask Ota? Hurry up. Didn't I tell you? Ask Ota about it.
She's in the living room in the back. I think she's watching TV or something.
Okay.
Did you come all the way here just to ask me that? I was nervous thinking about Tessa. I couldn't stop imagining what dirty, perverted dojin plots you were acting out with her.
As long as I am in your eye socket, that won't happen.
Wouldn't happen anyway.
Yeah, I did. Yesterday in Akihabara.
So let's hear it. What is that thing?
That thing?
Don't play dumb. You sent that message to Iris.
Oh, Date, will you do me a favor?
What?
There's a picture on the counter, right?
Yeah, and?
I want you to take a good look at it.
The photo.
Yes, the photo.
Wow! Yep, smacked. Oh, but that time Aiba wasn't knocked out? We are so smart. We're like the best detective, man. I think last time they used like a taser or something, so Aiba got knocked out.
Head is pounding. What time is it?
The day has turned over. It is Monday, 2:50 a.m. You've been unconscious for nearly 5 hours.
Ota got me, didn't he?
He did. He struck you over the head with the walk.
Little bastard. Why did he do that?
I don't know, but afterward he ran off with Iris.
How do you know?
You had lost consciousness, but I was still watching. I recorded video of the incident. Take a look.
Yay, video! That's another stream.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
Hold on, I'll read what you said in a second, Snark.
You witch! You stay away from my boy!
Tessa! What's wrong? Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
What the heck did she do to her?
Ota.
The fuck? The fuck?
Why didn't you chase them?
Okay, what did you say? Oh, by the way, there's another stream playing Exa. Apparently the reason Cameron won area is much less involved than the other characters is that her voice belonged to a contest winner. There was some contest to be playable characters, the 5 runner-up were NPCs. Wait, really? That's kind of crazy. If that was a contest winner, then she was in the game a lot more than I would think for a contest winner. That's really cool. Huh. What a weird choice. Like they put a contest winner in the main party and then I don't know. It's such a weird choice on their part. Yeah, we probably shouldn't be watching the video so closely.
I'm sorry.
You should have jumped out of my eye and ran after them.
But also, like, what just happened? Because the Mayumi was like, "You witch," and then Iris walked all creepy slow toward her and then lifted her arm, I think. And then Mayumi was like, all she said after that, she was like really silent, and then she said Ota, but she sounded like out of it. So weird.
I couldn't move. The mechanics controlling my ambulatory motion were short-circuited by the blow to your head. Date, the boss is calling.
How am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iva.
Here we go again.
Iris.
Are they gonna show us this whole thing again? Cause I'm gonna press skip. I'm gonna do it. No, okay, it's not that long.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iva, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Yeah, it might be different, so I don't want to ever skip.
Date, focus.
I think in my options though I said like only let me skip if I have already seen it. So it should be fine. If I ever get a skip button, it should be fine. So the fact that I've seen it doesn't mean I remember it. I kept my foot to the gas the whole time. I could feel the sweat on my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed. The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed.
That sick bastard.
It's like this I can skip.
Date, we've almost reached the destination.
Okay.
Please, please let me make it in time.
Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. This rap was in the previous timeline too, just with less rhythm. It gets better with time, with further attempts.
You okay?
Date.
Where did they go?
Through the back door.
So we got here faster?
Hang on, Ota. Help is on the way.
I guess, oh, you know why? It's because we were actually physically closer and we must have been...
Backup is en route to this location.
I think we were out for a short period of time.
Pursue the culprit.
All right, I'm on it.
I think it's both. I think we were out for less time and we were closer. I always forget I have to press X on those.
Any traces of the culprit?
Still nothing. We also didn't catch the culprit on any of the surveillance cameras. They probably got away through the back alley.
While wearing a polar bear costume.
Maybe they took it off and threw it in the ocean.
If it were filled with something heavy, it would sink to the bottom.
Okay. Boss is sitting on top of her desk. From this angle, it looks like you should be able to see up her skirt, but you can't. Not that I would want to.
So, Sejima? He was in Iris' Somnium yesterday.
Right. But Iris says she's never met him.
Why not ask So about it?
So lives in Azabu, right? I guess I could.
That blue figure's nose looks like Boss's nose. Just gonna put that out there.
You should ask Iva about that.
Yes, I have already done some research. Okiura Fishery is owned by the Okiura we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
So it's a coincidence the criminal chose that location?
Unknown.
It's still ongoing, but they haven't found anything of note yet. Date, Aiba, go to the warehouse again and investigate. You two might be able to find some useful clues. They're giving statements at HQ right now. The line is pretty long.
You could just talk to Mizuki.
Right. She's part of the Okiura family too. Oh, speaking of. Hey boss, did you end up sending anyone to take care of Mizuki yesterday?
Jeez, you're finally getting around to asking that? Yes, she's fine. I had one of our new recruits take her. She took her back to your house, so Mizuki should still be there.
So Mizuki's at home.
And I'm fairly certain she's furious with you. After leaving her alone with Mama, I mean.
They were taken to Central Hospital. Ota's surgery went well. He's in treatment now. He's stable, nothing life-threatening. Iris, though.
Is she still in surgery?
Yeah.
Iris's left eye was forcibly removed. Because the optic nerve is connected to the brain, the surgery will take some time to complete.
No, she's still at the bar. Yeah, right. You contacted Hitomi and Mayumi.
Of course. Hitomi's at the hospital, waiting for the surgery to finish.
And Mayumi?
She was at the hospital earlier, waiting for Ota to get out. I think she went back home to get some clothes and things for Ota's hospital stay.
Date, last night, Mayumi left the diner to chase after Iris and Ota. Perhaps she knows something.
Yeah, she might. Let's listen to Mayumi's story.
This is gonna sound totally bizarre, but this game is bizarre. But I feel like what that looked like from the camera thing was that Iris pulled some kind of Men in Black mind trick on her and like erased her memory or something, because she like changed, like her feet changed, or she was in like a battle stance, and then Iris walked up to her and did something, and then she seemed to just like go silent, and she went back to a normal walking position, and then she sounded really out of it. I don't know.
All right, boss. I'm going to investigate all this.
Got it. We're counting on you.
Let's go, Iva.
Roger that.
Okay. Let's go to the diner. I had one of those toys that looked like the Men in Black mind eraser thing when I was little. Yeah, she's always been. Yes, it absolutely works, Snark.
Who might you be?
It's me, Kaname Date. We met yesterday. I gave you my card.
Oh. So how can I help you?
She seems oddly chipper. But, you know. It's Mayumi, Ota's mother. She has a picture frame next to her. About last night.
Last night? What time?
Before 10 p.m.
Oh, I was already asleep by 10.
You were sleeping? That can't be.
Ota.
You left the diner to chase after Ota and Iris. I saw the whole thing with my own left eye.
Left eye? Not both your eyes?
Well...
Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't go anywhere last night. I was asleep. I was dreaming.
Dreaming?
Yes. A very nostalgic dream.
What kind of dream?
It was when my son had just started elementary school. I had Ota run an errand for me, and he was taking so long, and I was waiting. My husband said it was nothing to worry about, but I couldn't take it anymore and went to look for him. I found him at a traffic signal, crying. He said he couldn't come home because the signal was still red. But it was one of those crossing signals you have to push. That boy didn't even notice it. He just stood in front of that red light.
Wow.
So stubborn. So stupidly honest. That's my Ota. He was so cute. I couldn't help it.
You guys. About the photo.
Oh, this?
As Mayumi spoke, she turned the photo toward me.
This is a family photo from when Ota was still small. I wanted to look at it again. I'm a horrible mother. I've always caused trouble for my husband and Ota. They've helped me so many times. I am such a burden. But they were always smiling. They were so kind. I remember a gift they gave me one Mother's Day. They knew how much I liked floral patterns. So they gave me this apron and a kitchen knife. Oh, I was so happy. I was crying and smiling, and that's what this photo is from. It's kind of embarrassing, but isn't it such a nice photo?
Yes, that's very nice, Mayumi.
Where is your husband?
Oh, who knows?
Date, I did some research on her husband, Ota's father. His name is Matsushita Takaro. He died of myocardial infarction 5 years ago.
Okay. Not to be rude, but how is his face like that? Like, what am I looking at exactly? Are those his... Is that his brow? Above those black dots? And is he... Does he have the face of a rat and a buck tooth? I mean, like, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm genuinely trying to understand. Cause I didn't know that I don't. And where is his nose if it's not? Like, is the black square his nose, or is that a mustache? His nose is the triangle above the Hitler stash. Okay, that's his nose. Okay. Wait. Wait, I was supposed to draw a person. Is his nose, I think, and the square is a mustache. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna get right next to my screen here. Okay. Yeah, okay. So his nose is inside of his brow, too, because the bridge of his nose is inside of his brow, or is that still just his brow? He definitely has just one tooth coming out. I will say the illusion that is his face is coming forward like a cartoon rat face is really convincing though, because even I have to like tell myself that is a mustache to like for my eyes to like perceive the depth properly. What I assume is properly, I don't know. You can take a screenshot, move the stream focus to paint, and draw a diagram of analyzing this. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, maybe they'll explain it. Or maybe they won't.
What? What is going on here?
That's my question too, Dante. Oh, you mean because he's dead? Oh, sorry. Yeah, that too. Are you done packing?
Packing? What are you talking about?
She forgot.
I thought you came here to pack some of Ota's things for his hospital stay.
Ota? At the hospital? My boy's fine. You shouldn't say things like that to a mother.
Date, I noticed something.
I noticed something too.
Can you look at Mayumi with the thermal imaging turned on?
Sure. Does that mean she's dead?
Do you see it?
Part of her brain is blue.
Part of
That
it?
might be due to low blood flow
It's all
in that
blue,
part
man.
of the brain.
Which means...
Mayumi has an illness. I have checked her hospital records. For the past 6 years, Mayumi has been suffering from dementia.
Dementia?
Symptoms vary considerably, but Mayumi appears to be afflicted by memory loss. She seems to be missing memories.
I see. So that's
It's
where
the
those
side
weird
effect of
comments
that
are
Men in
coming
Black light being shown on you multiple times.
from. Can
Probably.
she run a diner like that?
It isn't running.
What do you mean?
Matsushita Diner has been closed for 8 years. Matsushita Diner is near the Kabasaki district. It is not technically within the restricted area. However, after the chemical plant explosion, the number of potential customers must have dropped considerably. Before the accident, this diner managed quite well due to its proximity to Bloom Park. Patrons from Bloom Park would often eat here, being the cheaper option. But Bloom Park closed 8 years ago. The customers stopped coming, and then, naturally...
Does Mayumi not notice that the store is closed?
I do not think so.
Because of the dementia?
Yes.
I can't believe it.
That's pretty brutal.
Well, is that all? I have to start preparing for the dinner shift.
Mimi stood and went to the kitchen. Dementia is probably like the scariest thing in the world, honestly.
Date, let's go. It's better that you leave things be.
You're right.
Okay.
Hey, Mizuki, could you take a break? I want to ask you something.
This is different. She was on the couch earlier. Mizuki is still working her muscles. Although I guess, yeah, she was like she was in a different mood because both her friends were dead. But now she's just angry. Hey, gang. Yeah. Interesting timing, I'm sure. You're mad at me, aren't you? Oh, gang, I, after we had talked about Arcade on that other stream, I was telling Insig Liz I started up a new character with a buddy of mine who hadn't played Arcade before. I kind of really want, Arcade 2 now. I really want it. Also, apparently, I looked again into Arcade 2, and apparently, it might actually be coming out 2021, not 2025. So, who knows? Where's the after? Dropped you off. Okay. About fishery. Good talk, good talk, good talk. What about Oda and Iris? Oh.
Listen, I get it. I'm really sorry, Mizuki. Yesterday, I went to meet up with the Yakuza gang. The Kumakuras. Remember Mama said Renju had some connection with them? So I went to question them. But of course, I couldn't take a little girl with me.
Which he could have just tried to explain to her, but instead, he said he was going to the bathroom and then he just left and never came back. And he didn't talk to her about it until literally the next day. You keep doing that indifferently and indefinitely. Yeah, both.
You understand, right?
I'm not afraid of any Yakuzas. I'd make their hearts stop beating in 3 seconds.
Girls shouldn't talk like that.
That's awfully sexist of you. This is why no one thinks you're attractive.
I'm attractive.
Uh-huh, keep telling yourself that. That's why you haven't had a girlfriend in 4 years.
My girlfriend is a ninja. No, she's just hiding in the shadows.
Sure. So what do you want to ask me anyway?
Bench press. The weights are real iron. The total weight is 220 pounds. Not that I can actually bench that. She was lifting 220 pounds?
You watch weird videos when I'm not around, don't you?
Weird videos.
Something about cuckoldry?
No. Those are husbandry videos. You know, like animal husbandry, raising livestock. Anyway, don't touch my computer without permission.
I don't want to know what that is. APC. My hard drive is full of animal husbandry videos. A desk. A trash can. There's a chair next to the desk. There's a corkboard on the wall. Small filing cabinet. I keep a bunch of documents there.
I put the notice from your credit card company in there.
Small filing cabinet. Give a bunch of documents that I don't want to open in there. Speakers themselves are actually
4
mostly
years
yellow.
ago, Mizuki used to hide in them to scare you, didn't she?
Yeah, and I would scold her every time.
She hasn't done such childish things lately.
Good news for me.
You think so? I imagine that a part of you actually misses it.
Large speakers. The insides are mostly yellow. Yeah, that speaker is like twice the size of my entertainment center. One-seater sofa. A rug. 3-seater sofa I used as a bed. I've been sleeping here for 4 years. Mizuki took over my bed. Wait, what? Oh, she took over this bed. Okay, a bed. Mizuki sleeps there every night. Character Mizuki likes. Guess no point getting into it. It's a door rabbit, a stuffed rabbit. There's a bra hanging from the ceiling? No, wait. Just lighting equipment. Just lighting. Coffee table. Top's glass. Entrance.
Hey, Mizuki, could you get rid of the Cleone in there?
Aw, do I have to?
Yes. If it were just 1 or 2, I'd let it slide, but there's 100 in there.
It's not my fault they started breeding.
What? Get rid of what? Cleone. I don't know what that is. My refrigerator. It's packed with beer, food, and a bunch of Cleone. Whatever that is. Kitchen. Seasonings and cooking equipment lying around. It's a pot. There's sea slugs? Wait, she put sea slugs in the fridge? Big window. See, close mine. See, I want my closet to look like this. I just want like an outfit, and then I want to have the cartoon character closet where it's just all one outfit. Okay, honestly, Mizuki and I do have other outfits. We just keep them somewhere else. My clothes and Mizuki's. Clothes are hanging on the rack. They're mine and
Hey,
Mizuki's.
could you stop hanging your clothes next to mine?
Why?
Your old people smell is going to get all over them.
I mean, I do like older women.
Date, I don't think that is what she's talking about.
Okay, let's try again.
Where's the officer who dropped you off?
I told her to go home. I said I would call her to check in.
Okay.
Why are you disappointed? Did you want to meet her?
It's not like that.
You wanted to see her boobs? I thought you were more into small boobs, pervert.
I like big boobs too.
I suppose you are what they call a tit man.
Okay.
Okira Fishery is a company Grandpa made. I don't think Daddy had anything to do with it, though. Grandpa died 17 years ago. Someone else is running that company now. They aren't family. I never met him. He died before I was born. But Daddy did tell me stories.
What kind of stories?
Back when Grandpa was in Great-Grandma's tummy, she was on a passenger ship that got shipwrecked in a storm. She had to have the baby out on the ocean.
On the ocean?
Yep. And then Grandpa was raised by dolphins.
Huh?
By by the time he was 10, he was catching fish with his bare hands. And then Grandpa got up on land and learned language and culture and stuff. And then he decided to start up Okiura Fishery.
Pardon?
Sounds like a tall tale.
Yeah, Grandpa was a legend. All the fishermen and sailors respected him.
That can't be true. But there's a part of me that's thinking, maybe. After all, Mizuki herself seems superhuman. I believe her grandpa was an incredible man.
I saw the video. The one at 3 a.m. last night. Ota is amazing. I'm changing my mind about that guy.
Ota's out of intensive care. Iris is still... But I know she'll be okay. Iris's surgery will definitely be a success.
You stay positive, even if there's no reason to be. It's one of your good qualities, Date.
What?
I believe it. Iris is going to be just fine.
That was actually not her insulting us.
Thanks for talking with me, Mizuki. It was helpful.
Was it?
I have to continue the investigation, so...
Wait, you're leaving me again? I'm coming with you.
No.
Why?
I can't involve you. This might be dangerous.
It's okay, I'm strong. You know how strong I am, right? You were the one who knew how special I was before anyone.
Aww. It was 1 year ago. Oh, we finally get this backstory. I noticed something strange when Mizuki came home from school.
Hey, what happened? Who did this to you?
Some kids at school. 5 or 6 of them. They said I was a weirdo because I don't live with my mom and daddy. And they teased me. And I got mad and... I told them to go away and they hit me.
Tell me their names. I'll teach the little punks a lesson.
Date, wait. Adult intervention will not solve this problem. Mizuki has to deal with this problem herself.
Mizuki, come on. It's time to train.
What?
I'm gonna teach you how to kick their asses. We're starting right now. Get ready.
You guys make excellent
Why the
points.
shrine?
The shrine is the perfect place for special training.
She's definitely related to Aquaman.
It is?
You feel better when you train in quiet, serene places like this.
Sure, whatever.
First, I'm going to teach you 4 secrets to becoming stronger. Follow these 4 rules, and you will acquire power beyond your wildest dreams.
Date, are you playing a character or something?
I'm not Date. While we're in training, I am Master.
Master doesn't know where he is, so he's looking around at every object.
Hey, Mizuki, do you have any fishing line and gum?
Hey everybody, there's a thief over here!
Stealing aloud. I think I prefer interns. What? A lantern. Oh, there's a flower.
What does it say?
When riding an elevator, mashing the door close button doesn't actually do anything. That's what it says.
You're lying. Aren't you?
Stone Monument. There's something great here, but I can't read it.
Hey, Date, what's that?
It's a chozuya. This is where you wash your belly button in the sacred water before you visit the shrine.
Belly button?
Yes, absolutely. In Shinto, the belly button is said to be the dirtiest place. That is why, before praying, you have to cleanse yourself.
I see. My belly is holy. I didn't mean for that to rhyme.
Date, I wish you wouldn't lie to her while she's impressionable. Your story about the belly button? She trusts you, you know.
She'll catch on eventually.
Alright. Anything else? Okay. Okay! She looks skeptical.
In a fight, you must first be victorious in your mind.
Like thinking I'm not gonna lose?
Exactly. I do the same mental preparation before going to a strip club.
Oh my god.
Before I go in, if I tell myself that they're all out of my league, then they will be. The mental fight has begun the moment I put my hand on the door.
Yeah, I see. Actually, no. That's stupid.
Mizuki, do you know how to win any fight against any opponent?
Don't get in a fight in the first place?
That is a respectable answer. But no, the way to win any fight is this. Hit them first, and hit them hard enough to finish them.
So the opposite.
I kinda get it, but...
Of course, I'm not saying that's how you should behave. But thinking about this will make a big difference in a real fight.
Yeah, okay, I get it, but... Seriously, Date, are you like acting or something?
Not Date, Master.
What? Why?
The best training you could ever have is to be mindful during your everyday life. Diet and exercise form a strong body. And if you are always maturing intellectually and emotionally, you will always be able to anticipate your enemy's first move.
I get it. But you're so messy. Does that mean you can't fight?
Hark, the blowing of the wind through the trees.
You can't just say something cool to avoid my question. Like, when you get into a fight, aim for the heart?
No, it's the opposite. You must kill your own heart, Mizuki.
What do you mean?
If you are going to fight, you must suppress any mercy or emotional attachment. If you have even a mote of sympathy within you, it will be impossible to fight to your potential. Do not think of your opponent as a man. Think of them as a target, a punching bag or a board.
Just a punching bag. Huh.
Anyway, practice these 4 truths, and you will get stronger.
This sounds like a scam.
Believe in me. If you do as I say, you'll be thanking me in time.
Are you sure?
Right, how about we do a baseline test? Show me what you've got.
Huh? How?
Let's see. How about you throw a punch? I can guess your strength from that.
If you say so, I'll give it a shot.
First, close your eyes and concentrate.
Like this?
Exactly. Then, Punch forward!
We are now in Dragon Ball. Okay, Omega.
How was that? You don't have to be nice. I know I'm weak.
Hey, by the way, did you swing back at those bullies?
No, I didn't do anything. There were a bunch of them. I didn't think I could.
I see.
So she has actually got super strength. Is that what they're telling
She
me?
doesn't know her own strength.
Or
I suppose not.
we're unaware
Mizuki,
that the
let's just say I
gravity
think you should be more
is
confident in
actually
yourself.
lower
Really?
here.
But never
She's a robot.
ever strike your master. That is a must. Yeah, you're right. In fact, you're so strong you scare me sometimes.
Well then,
No, I can't take you with me.
why not?
Because I took responsibility for you. I promised Renju. I can't put you in danger.
That's not fair. Bringing up Daddy.
Iris and Ota feel the same way. They don't want you hurt either. You have to understand, Mizuki. If I need your help, I'll let you know. When the time comes.
Really?
Yes,
Promise?
I promise. Let's go, Iva.
See,
Where to?
you should have had this conversation before you abandoned her in a bar. Alright, let's leave. Let's go to the scene of the crime. The crime.
Two cars.
These cars have been parked here since before 3:17 a.m.
One van and one station wagon.
Hold on, I need to get more water. I ran out. I'll be right back. Is that the only requirement, Ratch?
This station wagon is a stolen car.
Stolen?
Last night, the owner of the vehicle reported it stolen. It was stolen at 10:33 p.m. yesterday. The theft occurred in Fuchu, Tokyo, in the parking lot of
Fair enough,
Famisto,
Ratch.
a convenience store along Koshu Highway.
The Famisto parking lot, huh?
The car was stolen while the owner was shopping inside the store. The vehicle's engine was on. The doors might have even been unlocked, which would have made the theft easy for the culprit.
Who took the car?
Ota Matsushita.
What?
Ota got into the car and drove off. The security cameras at the convenience store caught the entire incident. Ota's fingerprints were also found on the steering wheel of that car. There is no doubt that it was Ota.
The stream of the polar bear started around 3 a.m.
Correct. About 10 minutes later, Ota appeared on screen.
Ota stole the car at 10:33 p.m. That makes 4.5 hours until he appeared on screen. Who owns the van?
The Matsushita family. It appears as though it was used for transporting ingredients and supplies.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
Ota's fingerprints were found on the steering wheel and gearshift.
What?
Iris's fingerprints were found around the passenger seat. Those were the only prints recently made.
Was there anything else found inside the car?
There was one thing.
What was it?
Ota's cell phone. The one he purchased 2 days ago in Akihabara. It slid under the driver's seat.
Where's the phone now?
Its data is being inspected and evaluated. I cannot find anything in the vicinity that could be a clue.
Me either. Let's check inside the warehouse. Wow, it's cold in here.
The air conditioners have stopped. However, the insulation in the walls has kept the room temperature close to what it was this morning.
I should finish this investigation before I freeze to death.
Well then, you had better get started.
Police officer. Aren't you cold?
Yeah, some engineer from NRIPS created a jacket lined with heating wires. That keeps me warm. Nice, right? All the cops and inspectors around here are wearing them.
In progress on the investigation?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Nothing. What's your name?
Good one, Date.
Have I asked you before?
Yeah.
Wait, give me a second. It's coming back to me. It has something to do with glass?
Where are you getting this from? I have a pretty unique name. Do you remember now?
Yeah, I think I've got it. It was 3 syllables. Something like, 6 letters long.
You remember all that, but not my name? You still don't know?
No, not yet, but I've almost got it. 3 syllables, 6 letters. Kodaka, right?
Not even close. Do you want me to just tell you?
No, give me a hint.
It starts with Ka.
Starts with Ka, 3 syllables, 6 letters.
You're making this sound like a riddle.
Is it... Kanaiza?
Yeah, sure, man. That's my name.
His name is Kanaiza. Probably born between June 22nd and July 22nd. That's my friend, Kanaiza. See each other a lot, don't we?
Yeah, wish it were under better circumstances. Too bad you're not a girl. This could be the start of something.
Huh. Yeah, thinking the same thing.
You have any family?
No, unfortunately, I live alone. With a job like this, I don't really get the chance to meet new people.
Once this case is wrapped up, how about you and I go to a cabaret club together?
Hey, now you're talking. You're buying, right?
Sure, I'll expense it.
I recorded that conversation. I will be sending it to the boss later.
On second thought, why don't we split it?
Aw, lame. No, nothing so far.
Inspector's duties as usual. Okay. Oda's blood. This is where he was stabbed and went down.
There are only a few items on the shelf. Is this warehouse not in use?
Can't find any of these on the shelf. Yeah. There's a cardboard box on the floor. There's nothing in it. Wooden box on the shelf. It's empty. Forklift. I don't see anything special about it. Hook is hanging on the ceiling crane.
The tires of the forklift are clearly frozen to the ground.
It hasn't been moved in a long time. What are you thinking?
Nothing. It just seemed noteworthy.
Forklift just stopped. Looked like it hasn't been moved in years. I don't know if this has anything to do with what happened this morning.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them. I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it. That machine is used to cut ice. We have gathered testimony from the workers regarding it. This has always been in the warehouse, so the suspect did not bring it here.
Any fingerprints?
Nothing. No fingerprints have been found at the scene at all. This entire warehouse is clean.
I see.
Nice cutting machine. It's been here a while, so it wasn't moved.
3 a.m. this morning. Iris was lying right here.
If Ota hadn't come to save her, it would have been too late.
You know, what I'm thinking now is that Oda set this up like just like the two Witter, but then the real killer or the real trouble showed up. Or he just stabbed himself. And he's an idiot. I don't know. Making it up as I go along. And I saw something over here for a second that was green. Where'd it go? The shadows on the left catch my eye. Shadow.
Huh, there's something there.
You should go pick it up.
Huh. I recognize this.
An Odoroki Man chocolate. You've been collecting them for 3 years. Each chocolate contains a special sticker inside. Years ago, you started buying them for Mizuki, but eventually, you got hooked on them. Even after Mizuki lost interest, you kept buying them.
That's a bittersweet memory. The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why is this here?
Perhaps we can use it as a clue. Let's investigate further.
Oh, it's freezing.
Date, we're at our limit. We've examined everything of interest here. Let's go elsewhere.
I agree.
Okay.
How did you get in?
Hopped over the fence.
That's trespassing, you know.
My baseball landed in your backyard. I was just trying to get it back. Look, Aiba. A giant salamander.
Mr. Sajima is a wealthy man. Perhaps it is his pet.
Really?
Well, that is strange. Why is Reika from the Cabaret Club over there?
That's a lantern. It doesn't look anything like her.
Okay. Do you know Iris?
No.
It's this girl.
Cute.
What was that?
Nothing.
You just said cute, didn't you?
I did not.
You did.
Did not.
Did?
I said shoot.
Why would you say shoot?
Look, I said I don't know her, all right?
Okay.
Congressman Sajima was at home all Friday and Saturday.
How about from last night until this morning?
He was in his bedroom, resting.
Can you prove that?
My word should be enough.
Aiba, are there any security cameras in the mansion?
There are several. But for some reason, they are all powered off. There is no image data for the past few days.
Really? That's too suspicious to ignore.
I don't know anything. Even if I did, I couldn't tell you. I'm sworn to confidentiality.
I don't. Who is that?
This girl. Do you recall seeing her?
No, I've never seen her.
I detect no noticeable rise in So's body temperature.
This guy's a politician. Lying is his job.
Well, true.
Here, sleeping, of course. Why? What happened?
Did you not see the news?
No, I've been reading a book. I don't know what happened, but whatever
I've been
it was,
reading
I had
a
nothing
book.
to do with it. I told you yesterday. My relationship with them is perfectly legitimate.
Hey, Aiba. You were still in the middle of the story about So selling and buying the Kawasaki land.
Oh, we can continue that later.
Are you finished here?
I'm just getting started.
You won't get anything, no matter what you ask. So Sejima has nothing to do with your case.
It's my job to decide that, not yours.
Okay. I didn't want to get rough. But if I need to, I'll feed you to the koi.
I'd like to see you try.
Date, he's not all talk.
What?
Check his body.
What? Oh.
This guy has a handgun.
It is, of course, real and loaded.
So you're carrying, huh?
What are you talking about?
Don't act dumb. I should have you arrested for firearm violation.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The gun you have on you.
I don't have a gun.
I know that you do.
You got a way to prove it?
I could search you.
Oh yeah? How? You need a warrant for that.
Are you finished? If you are done here, I'd like to ask you to leave.
Date, I don't believe we can accomplish anything further here. It's better for us to return to HQ.
This is why I hate politicians.
Vroom, vroom.
Are you okay?
Date.
The nurse told me you were here.
Yes, just resting. Iris's surgery was successful. They told me she would be fine. After I heard that, a weight left my shoulders, and I just collapsed.
It seems that she passed out and was brought here.
Yeah, the nurse told me.
But I'm fine now. I feel much better.
Okay.
Peekaboo.
Pardon?
When Iris was little, we used to play hide and seek. Seeing that curtain made me think about it.
A bed. A window. There's a bedside table. A sink. TV. Iris.
Iris lost her left eye. They haven't found it yet. If the optic nerve and blood vessels are intact, they told me they might be able to restore it. But I'm thankful she's alive. When I was young, I lost someone very important to me.
Twin
Monica
sister?
Eli, my best friend. One of the only friends I had. While I was waiting for news from Iris's surgery, I started thinking about Monica. And I felt like I was going to lose my mind.
That must have been very painful.
Yes. I am so thankful for Oda. No, Words don't even do it justice. Ota saved Iris, didn't he? I heard the police talking about it. If Ota didn't go to the warehouse that night, Iris would be dead.
I'm so suspicious of Oda.
I really don't even know what to say. It's frustrating that there isn't a bigger word for thank you.
Really suspicious.
Oda was actually one of my students. I was his teacher in elementary school. Even back then, he had such a strong sense of justice. Not that I'm one to say, but I believe he grew up to be quite an amazing young man. He risked his own life to save someone else. His mother must have raised him well.
Hitomi, what were you doing around 3 a.m. today? I don't mean anything by it. I'm just doing my job.
I was sleeping at home. The police came and picked me up around 4 a.m. That's when I heard about all this.
Her testimony matches what was in the investigation material.
The cops came to pick her up around 4?
Correct.
How long does it take to get from Hitomi's house to the warehouse?
20 to 25 minutes by car.
And the polar bear ran out of the
Yeah,
warehouse
right,
around
Snark.
3:15?
Correct.
If you're fast, you can just make it.
Do you suspect Hitomi?
Not necessarily, but...
So, Sejima? The politician?
Yes. We believe they might know each other.
I don't think so.
Sorry for asking you so many questions at a time like this.
No, it's fine.
I should go.
And we going back to the headquarters. Vroom, vroom.
Before we reach HQ, let's summarize our investigation so far.
Sure. Oh, you want me to click on you, huh? Oh, Mizuki.
Mizuki did not have any new information about Okiura Fishery. Currently, it seems there is nothing linking that company to Renju.
Still, something's not right.
There is only circumstantial evidence linking So Sejima to the new Cyclops serial killings.
I agree, but there has to be more to it. The Kumakuras had connections to both victims. So has a connection to the Kumakuras. There's a common link there. They have to be involved somehow. So also might have connections to Iris.
Because So appeared in Iris's Somnium?
Yeah.
I am more interested in the hired guns that So uses as bodyguards. I did some research and discovered that Mr. Sejima hires substantial security. If all of his security staff are this heavily armed, Yakuza gangs pale in comparison.
Is So trying to start trouble?
Unknown, but there is definitely more than he is letting on. Mayumi is suffering from dementia. If Mayumi followed Ota and Iris, it is highly likely that she saw the person in the polar bear costume. But...
She might not remember.
correct. There is an important piece of news.
What is it?
The Odoroki Man chocolate found at the warehouse. Fingerprints were found on it.
Oh.
Whose?
Mayumi Matsushida's.
What?
What?
Mayumi bought the chocolate at the convenience store 812 on Koshu. This was captured on security footage. 812 stores are commonly called 8s. 8 is not far from the Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
Hold on a second. I'm having trouble keeping the facts straight.
Allow me to summarize.
Please.
The chocolate was purchased yesterday at 10:33 p.m.
That's the same time Ota stole that car.
Correct.
What conclusions can we draw from that?
Unknown. All that is known for certain is that Mayumi bought the chocolate at an 8 store last night. And that same chocolate somehow ended up in the warehouse.
Did she go there and drop it?
It is possible.
Well...
Weird.
Sorry to interrupt your brainstorming, but there's a call from the boss.
Connect me.
Date, did you hear that Iris's operation is over?
Yeah, I heard about it at the hospital. She made it, right?
Yes, but she's still unconscious. She's currently in the ICU. No visitors allowed.
Alright.
Ota, however, seems like he can talk now.
He's out of treatment?
Yeah, he's in a general ward now.
Got it. I'll head over.
I'll meet you there.
Vroom, vroom.
How are you feeling, Ota?
You know, surprisingly, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm still under anesthesia, so I don't have any pain.
Alright, that's good.
Ota, I'm sorry to put this on you right after your surgery, but can you talk to us for a minute?
Boss got right to business after introducing herself. I don't know why, but Ota seems almost happy to answer. Maybe it was the drugs, maybe it was the high from surviving life or death situation, or maybe it was because he saved Iris.
Yeah, sure.
Who stabbed you?
Were you watching the stream? A big polar bear.
Yes, I'm talking about who was inside. Did you see them?
No. Whoever it was probably wearing that costume to hide their identity.
Oh yeah. You hit me over the head with that walk, didn't you?
Oh, that was... I thought I needed to protect Tessa, so...
Isn't there something you want to say to me?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. But you're not gonna get a second chance.
I won't do it again. I swear on Ganesha.
You should swear to a god that's a little closer, kid.
That's... Sorry. I promised that I wouldn't tell anyone.
Then I'll tell Iris about your fake accounts. You know what happens after that, right? Everything you built up here is gonna come crashing down.
But I can't tell you.
Why not? Calm down and think about it. The criminal who attacked Iris is still out there. Iris might have seen the criminal's face. Whoever did this might come back to kill her.
No.
If you want to protect her, the fastest way is for us to catch this guy. But to do that, I need information.
Okay. Remember when I told you about my day Saturday? I kind of lied a little.
What did you lie about?
When I got to Sunfish Pocket, I saw a sign that said the place was all rented out. That part is true. But after that, I said I went home, but I didn't. I was hanging out in Akihabara for a few hours.
Is that when you bought your new phone?
Yeah.
Why did you hide that?
Because... something happened after. This must have been about 8:50. I was going to cross the intersection in Akiba, and I saw Mr. Okiura's car at the light. But when I got close, I saw Tessa driving it.
Iris was driving it?
Whoa! You surprised me!
I'm more surprised than you are. Is something wrong?
What do you mean? Hey, Tessa, do you have a license?
Oh, yeah, of course I do. Not have one.
You don't have a license?
Shh. Mr. Okiura asked me to run an errand. I had to borrow his car. Please don't tell anyone.
Okay.
You promise?
Anything for you.
Okay.
After that, the light turned green and she drove off.
Was Iris the only one in the car?
Yeah, it was just her. That's what I meant by that thing. An idle driving without a license is a huge deal. So I kept quiet.
Saturday at 6:15 p.m., Ota saw Iris and Renju together. They were leaving the Sunfish Pocket building. 2.5 hours later, Ota witnessed Iris driving Renju's car. What are your thoughts?
This is sounding really bad for Iris.
But consider the current circumstances. Iris had her left eye taken out by a criminal who is possibly the new Cyclops killer. And if Ota had not reached her in time, she would have been killed.
What is going on here?
What happened after you left?
You mean after hitting you with the walk?
Yes.
I took Tessa in the van and we ran away. I drove for a while, then we decided to take a breather. I parked the car at Famisto on Koshu. I told Tessa I was gonna go in and buy something to drink. I got out of the car, and I went inside. But then, I heard Tessa screaming, "Ota, help!" I ran out of the store as fast as I could, but the car was driving away! I looked around, and I saw there was a car with its engine still on, and...
Welcome
the
back,
station wagon, right?
Omega.
Yeah. Before I even realized what I was doing, I was behind the steering wheel. I didn't mean to steal it. I just needed to borrow it.
The time was 10:33 p.m. Now we know why Ota stole the station wagon.
I took the car, then drove out onto Koshu, but I couldn't find the van anywhere. I searched for what felt like hours.
You didn't contact the police?
I thought, after I hit you...
You shouldn't have worried about that.
But that's all that I was thinking at the time. I thought that if I called the cops, they'd arrest me. I wasn't thinking clearly. I was panicking. And that's why I didn't realize it right away.
Realize what?
My phone. I'd left my new phone in the car.
Why is that so important?
GPS!
The phone had GPS on it. If I looked it up, I would find the location of the van.
Smart.
So I drove as fast as I could to an internet cafe and looked it up. That's when I found out my new phone was at a warehouse near the water. You know the rest. Did you see me turn off the saw?
Yeah, but everything after that was off screen. What happened?
I honestly don't remember much. My mind went blank. I remember rushing the bear, and I think I was fighting him for a while. And we got tangled up, and then before I knew it, he got me in the stomach with a knife.
Took the chocolate out of my pocket and showed it to Oda.
Does this jog your memory?
Oh, that.
What? Do you know something about it? You don't have to show me the thermograph. It's written all over his face.
Wait, what?
Absolutely.
That was weird. That was weirdly aggressive, and I'm not sure why.
Just to make absolutely certain, you didn't see who was in the suit?
No, I didn't.
Voice? Body type?
Nothing. Sorry.
Anything at all you can remember?
I'm sorry, I told you everything. I can't think of anything else.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Date, look.
Oh, come on. After all this, what is he trying to hide?
Date, Ota is acting strange. I advise caution.
What do you mean?
What the fuck?
I don't believe it.
He's holding a knife.
Why does he have that?
In any case, you know what you have to do now.
I know.
Let me go! Let me go!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Shut up! Just let me go!
What?
Sleeping gas. Now you've done it. I can't question him like this.
But you can still get information inside his head.
Of course. This all seems perfectly legal.
Dante, as you know, the limit is 6 minutes.
Exactly, Gretch. Exactly what I was thinking.
Won't be a problem. But are you sure this is okay? Ota just came out of surgery.
If anything
And he
happens,
didn't
I'll
sign
take
the agreement.
responsibility.
But
It's fine. Just get it done.
Good enough for me.
Time to see if my crazy guess is at all correct.
Can you please take me with you?
What?
As long as I have Wi-Fi, I don't need anything else.
sorry, we can't have pets.
What?
Cold-hearted old man.
What?
Is this the cold storage warehouse?
Seems to be.
Not a manga cafe?
What's this music?
Otaku shop?
No, but a warehouse is a commonly used location in live-action dramas.
You know a lot.
Predicting this, I did some research on Ota's taste.
I see. By the way, are you smaller?
Either that, or everything else is bigger. Interesting.
Hey, that's... Iris is about to be...
Stop right there! The heavens call. The earth cries out. The crowds roar. All calling on me to strike back against evil.
Wow.
Hold on, Tessa. I will save you.
Just wow.
Yeah! I will protect Tessa.
Is this from the stream we saw earlier?
This is Ota's memory of it. It appears to be a bit exaggerated.
Alright, let's help reproduce the memory.
Somnium scan! Activate!
Shoo, I know, right, Gretch? Relive Ota's memories. Reproduce the fiery battle between Ota and the polar bear. Save Iris. Save the world.
Curse you, polar bear! I will vanquish you! But if I rush in, I'll slip on the ice and fall! Like this.
Right. Just go around the ice, you dum-dum.
Damn it! If I go in like that, I'll have nothing to show for it! All of it amounts to nothing. What will I do?
I don't know what that was exactly, but the knowledge you gained might be useful.
I did not want to use my local storage space for this.
Charge forward! Secure the route! Okay. Icy floor. Forklift. Frozen forklift. Ice cutting machine. Iris. Heated insulation door. Okay. Run!
A forklift.
What does the first option say? What? Sortie? Sortie? I don't know what that means.
A machine used for cutting ice.
Everything's so expensive.
The ice on the floor is...
Why is everything so expensive?
The door.
What is happening?
Iris is on the platform.
Oh! Ears!
Tessa's catchphrase.
Yeah, if anything is gonna make her react, it's that.
All right. Ears!
Head said, ped, A said!
No, not you!
This will probably not help wake Iris.
Okay, cool.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
A forklift. What? Sortie?
This is Ota's world, right? Your role in this dream is to assist Ota in his fight against the polar bear.
Lousy Ota. Thanks to him, my image as a cool intellectual has been destroyed. All systems green. Synchronization rate, 6%. Now, cargo handling car. Forklift. Sortie!
The hell? What does it mean by sortie?
What happened?
It has reversed in time.
I don't think this ending is acceptable. We're forgetting something.
Right. I had a feeling.
Okay. Oh god, don't touch the camera. Bad.
The ice on the floor is...
Jump! Oh, no. Jump!
The orthodox method. Understood. Huh?
That worked.
Are you laughing at me?
No, not at all.
Those who don't fight won't survive! Ah! Damn! He's too strong! It sucks, but this is war after all! Tessa! May the glory of victory be yours!
It's over.
I suppose we have no choice but to find the glory of victory.
Shining Light. Escort him to the green shelf. Escort him to the red shelf.
A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it. A forklift. All systems green. Synchronization. Now, cargo.
What happened?
It has reversed.
I don't think this ending is acceptable.
Right.
Agent Dante, you've got 4 minutes.
Iris is on the platform. This is an ice cold one.
Just throw it.
Yeah.
No good, huh?
I believe that Ota has to be the hero of this story.
Then he needs a little more motivation.
An oiled, though it is lying down.
Hmm.
Acetone? Acet? What is this?
What?
No, I don't want to die. I eventually stopped thinking. That's Tessa! Stand your ground! Odamatsu Shida cowers to no one! I have to fight back with something!
Turn on the electricity!
A remote control. It fell when Ota ran into the shelf.
Maybe there's no power.
Oops.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
It appears to be a power. This is an ice-cold one.
Iba, aim for the switch.
Position target in the center and hit the switch. Position target in the center and hit the switch.
We go!
Now it will move! I can't stand. I'm weak.
Did he really help Iris like that?
Regardless of the truth, right now, I am Ota's last hope. I have to help him up.
This is annoying.
Okay.
A remote control. Here it goes. I hear some sounds, but no response. I'm not sure I should press it. Ota might need to.
Yeah, Ota.
Ota looks frightened.
Motivate.
Don't be scared. Stand up. Don't beg for it, earn it. Do it and you'll be rewarded.
The ghost inside me whispered. That's right. I can't be scared now. I have to stand up. Now, count up your sins.
The crane. Good thing time stops so we could think about this. The slow attack. That's also an audio file from 999 Games. So we're looking for someone with a hip, a hole in their hip.
Date, you've hit the limit. Time's up.
Wait! I can almost make out their face!
Pewter, force shutdown.
What?
Stop! Stop it!
How'd the person wearing the polar bear outfit make the mask of the bear smirk evilly like that? Rainbow colors. All right. We did it. First try. I didn't do any retry on that one. Californication. Who said it was a mask? We know from the other timeline, California Vacation. Come on now.
What were you thinking? You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. Any longer and you risk getting your mind completely taken over by the subject.
I know.
No, you clearly don't. This isn't just about you, Date.
Timelines do change everything.
If your
That's a good point.
consciousness erodes inside of Somnium, you put the subject in danger as well.
If I may? Fortunately, there were no abnormalities detected in the brainwaves after the sync. Date and Ota both read normal. Although, the timing was really close.
What was I supposed to do? You saw it, boss. You too, Pewter. I was about to see the culprit's face.
Not necessarily. We need to verify that Ota did in fact see the culprit's face. That's the only way it could have ended up in his Somnium.
Well, Ota?
Huh?
You saw the killer's face at the warehouse, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see their face. If I did, I would have told you guys already.
You see?
I mean, I did try to get a look at them when the polar bear fell over. They looked like they were knocked out, so I tried to grab the head part. But as soon as I did,
oh
I got
my
stabbed
god,
in the
it's
gut.
his mom's knife!
That is what we witnessed in his Somnium.
Yeah.
It's mom's knife. Pewter's calm as usual.
It's all right. As I mentioned earlier, both your brainwaves are normal. However, I'm sure there was some overload. You should go home and get some rest.
Okay. Boss looks more upset than angry right now. Offer
I know it was dangerous to sink past the time limit. That was my fault, and I'm sorry.
Are you really sorry?
Yes.
Then you owe me some Dom P at my favorite club in Kabukicho. Or, you can lick my shoes. Either or.
I vowed to never apologize for anything ever again. Okay. After the sync, Oda changed into his usual clothes. He looked tired sitting on the chair. Why were you hiding the knife in your room?
Because I was scared.
Scared?
The killer could come here to finish the job.
But you didn't get a good look at their face, right?
But they don't know that. I had it prepared just in case. You know what I'm talking about, right, Date? Preparing in advance in case you might need it. Like making sure your room is nice and clean before you go to a party. Oh, sorry. You probably don't have any experience with that.
I have more experience than you.
Oh boy. How are you feeling?
I've been better. I'm still a little drowsy.
What about your stab wound?
My what? Oh! Oh, it hurts. It started acting up suddenly. Ow! It's because you grabbed me and forced me to come here, Date!
Don't blame me, that was Boss.
I'll sue you for this!
Oh, come on.
Did she just...
Lord, how about
Did she...
this?
She just go in the back, she opened her mouth and she pointed at herself like, talk about me? You talking about me? You say I do it?
Get me one of the straws Tessa used, and I won't sue you.
I see Ota is back to his healthy self.
Guess so. Ota, let me ask you something. When you were fighting the polar bear back at the warehouse, did the crane hook get stuck on the polar bear's leg?
Now that you mention it, maybe it did.
Maybe?
It's like I told you.
I don't really remember much. With all the tension and excitement and fear and adrenaline, my mind just went blank. But now that we're talking about it, I remember. Yeah, no doubt about it. The crane hook got stuck on the polar bear's left leg. And then...
Seriously,
when
ow.
the hook got pulled out, blood sprayed all over.
Date, I checked all of the hospitals in the metropolitan area. None have a record of a patient admitted after 3 a.m. with a wound to the left leg.
If what I saw in Somnium is how it happened in real life, that was a deep wound. He definitely would have needed first aid.
Perhaps a friend or accomplice helped them.
You think there are multiple killers?
That is not what I said. They may have helped the culprit, but not necessarily been involved in the crimes.
There was blood. And then there was like a weird assumption that it was Ota's. But actually its placement would have been where
So we know that the culprit has
polar
a
bear
deep
thing got
wound on their left leg.
poked.
That information could be crucial in catching them.
Date, get out there. Look for people with an injured left leg.
How exactly?
Can't you just go ask around or something?
Are you serious? Do you know how many people live in this city?
What? What?
What?
Date, what is the matter?
Snark. Didn't Peter say we needed to go home and take a nap? Yeah.
Date!
Are you alright?
Yeah. I don't think they'd had it tested yet, yeah. It was just blood. They didn't know until now that the polar bear had an injury, so.
Hey, this is
Oh, you're alive.
Mizuki? What happened?
You drank too much at the club and passed out.
Liar. I remember everything until I collapsed in the control room.
You did something dangerous during the sink last night, didn't you? Your brain got overloaded and you passed out. That's what Pewter and Boss said.
You met them?
They brought you over. They said to let you sleep it off because you were tired from the investigation.
Don't you have school?
I'm off today.
Why? Today's Tuesday, you should have school.
You really can be an insensitive jerk, can't you? I'm taking the day off for mourning.
I didn't forget.
I see.
Okay. Where's Ota?
He probably went back to the hospital.
Boss told Mizuki about Ota being synced. And about what happened at the cold storage warehouse.
Why did she tell her all that?
Mizuki was asking about the status of the investigation. The girl has lost both her parents. I am sure Boss felt that she deserved to know.
Oh, Date's brain is rotting away. He won't last long now. You should probably prepare for a funeral soon.
So they told you I'm completely fine, huh?
I detect no noticeable damage to your brain. You should not have any issue continuing the investigation.
Hey, will you take me with you?
I told you yesterday, Mizuki. I won't put you in danger like that.
But you're close to catching the culprit, right? The killer has an injury on their left leg. Boss said you need to find them. Let me help you.
No, you stay here.
Boss gave her way too much information, now you have to take her.
My parents are dead!
She'll just search on her own
I
if
saw
you
their
don't.
bodies with my own eyes. If I don't do something, I'm going to go crazy. Date, please.
Date, consider Mizuki's feelings. She is lonely. Mizuki has not been with Renju and Shoko for 4 years. But clearly, she still feels a bond to them. A bond that was broken by the murderer. With her parents gone, Mizuki has almost no one. She can only depend on one person now. You know to whom I am referring.
Fine, let's go.
You're gonna take me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Date.
Got up, grabbed the towel from the sink, and tossed it at
Here,
Mizuki.
wipe your tears. We're heading out.
Mizuki quickly dabbed her eyes with the towel and smiled weakly.
Date, I must admit, I am at a disadvantage. The clue that the culprit is injured on their left leg does not help me narrow down suspects significantly.
We need to revisit the scene. It's possible that we might find the culprit at one of the crime scenes.
I mean, that's kind of true, Snark, because doesn't she not know that Aiba exists? He, like, never told her about his eye, so she is secretly the adopted mom. Yeah.
Or ask around the city for further information.
Oh my lord! Well, I guess I should save here. That picture helps with the telling what's going on, kind of. Dislikes customers who don't finish their food. Backflips and throwing knives? Okay. Okay. Dislikes men, males, and testosterone. He likes boobs and erotic novels. Hobbies, swimsuit magazines, skills, self-defense. Even though they look alike, they are not clones. They all wear face masks to hide their identity. Does not mean I see you. That's what all games with identicals should say, with identical characters should say. Yeah. They're just all wearing masks. Wait, what? Well, this game got a lot more interesting after I hit the lock for me. And like now that we're jumping, we can we can happen. You know, we got stuff to do. Things are happening. I'm much happier with it. It's feeling a lot more like a 9-9 game now that we're a little further in. Definitely. I'm a little sad because I was planning on streaming basically all day today, but last night and through most of today, I just could not sleep. Like I was sleeping like 10-minute segments maybe, and then like it was awful. So, and then I finally got sleep near the end of the day. So. Sleep is a jerk. Oh, you had trouble too, gang? Yeah, you know, I'm just stressed about the new year. The thing is, I never really got up. I was just kind of up. I mean, I was up the whole time, but I was like trying to sleep. And then I went and got groceries, and then I came back and was trying to sleep again. But yeah. It's just blah. But hopefully after this week, either I'll be significantly more stressed or I'll feel a lot better. It's very unlikely it'll just remain where it is. It'll either get worse or it'll get a lot better. So, yes. But thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I was having a lot of fun with this game. I love all your commentary. You guys make it a lot more interesting. This game would not be as much fun without playing with people. I want to get back to Demon Souls so bad. That was one of the things I wanted to play today. But I'll just have to find time for it sometime this week. Though I'm kind of at the point with this game where I kind of just want to go. I just want to do it. I want to do all the stuff. So it might be what we do tomorrow. Well, I think I'll just end it. Oh, I'm tired anyway. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. And we will eventually catch up on Buffy, by the way. I know that we skipped it again, but we will eventually catch up on our Buffy watching. Night, everybody.